Hello, all. I'd like to begin my reflection with just a brief comment. I'm here in a motel room outside of Las Cruces, New Mexico, as I've been caught in a flash flood, and I'm on my way back to Florida. So I'm happy to share this with you from somewhere in the middle of the Southwest in a flash flood. And now, this reflection is on the last part of our live online symposium, and it asks us to reflect upon some things that we've learned along the way in terms of possibly teaching in this modality. And I'd like to begin my reflection with a question. How many students does it take to make a live online course effective? And I think all of us reflect upon the opportunity to teach in this new modality, and we see infinite possibilities sprinkled with a few concerns. I had the opportunity to pilot this type of course this summer during a 6 week session in a college in California. So, in this brief reflection, I'd like to share with you my experiences piloting this course. More specifically, I'd like to discuss some of the advantages and disadvantages of this mode of delivery, as well as some future opportunities for growth using this teaching mode. Now, one of the great advantages of this new technology is using things such as Zoom, which makes this mode of instruction most similar to an online, a traditional course. It provides some flexibility. I can hold a twice a week regular class, Tuesday and Thursday, almost as if we're just running a regular course during the semester, or I might choose to adapt that course to maybe once a week because I see that the students are getting enough information online where I'm able to use the classroom for assessment and clarification. And it's almost the flip the classroom model, which puts the onus on the students and really reserves valuable class time for clarification and assessment. Um, it also recreates the classroom in a way, like for instance, in my discipline in speech, where I can get instant feedback. I can look out upon a student and I can see what they're talking about, and I can receive verbal and nonverbal communication, facial gestures, verbal gestures, where I can understand that they understand, or they're communicating a concept to the rest of the class, and the classroom can provide feedback as well. So it really does, again, mimic the traditional classroom. Well, there are certainly a few advantages. There are certainly a couple of disadvantages, and one of the main disadvantages probably is technology issues. Certainly, I dealt with this in a rural area where students oftentimes just could not get access to the technology. They couldn't be live online to deliver their speech on speech day, or they could only deliver it via audio, or it just this is one of the issues that I think we will have to deal with here, especially in rural areas like my home campus and the Henry Glades Center. That is a real issue. Um, Privacy issues. Many students were uncomfortable about being recorded. I know best practices in our module here says that we should not record students, but in my case, recording students is almost a requirement because it preserves things for me for clarification and assessment, to assess students, to provide feedback and peer review, and then for self assessment for students as well. Um, a couple of another issue is classroom management issues. How do we make sure that all students are present? This is one of the areas. And what does it mean to participate in this type of forum? Um, well, I dealt with a few of these issues over the summer, and they were certainly challenging. And I came up with a few solutions. And I can see where there definitely is growth for this type of mode of instruction going forward. Um, Probably the biggest challenges would be making sure that I communicate effectively and efficiently with students. And one of the areas that I try to do that is to provide weekly announcements where I direct the students to a particular page once weekly and they know it's going to be there. And I put the onus on them to find the information because it's out there and not for me to answer a question every week. Um, it's a great tool. Zoom is, and online, this type of modality definitely has some advantages and disadvantages, um, but it does have some room for growth of opportunities, and hopefully, I again haven't exhausted all of the possibilities. I just wanted to share a few experiences that I had, and hopefully, through my own experiences, you'll see that there were some pluses and some minuses and some area of growth. And at the beginning of this video, I asked you how many students does it take to make a live online course effective, and the answer is all of them. Thanks. Bye bye.